We're going to do a Black Badger Lake task. Railway bridge. The path to the sawmill is blocked too. Let's clear it. 4 metal beams and 2 concrete slab. Okay, we're tracking it. I have the International Paystar twin steer with a flatbed on it. Of course, the main reason I have this thing is because I can pull a trailer also with a winch. With the crane. So I'm just going to get a box or something like that. Sideboard. Okay, I think I probably need to mark it. I'm going straight over the hill. Let me mark it. That should get us there. We just got to make our own road right here. It looks like I could do a little bit better and not. We're almost at our first load of metal beams. Oh, that was solid. There's a whole lot of trees. I'm just going to stay close to this rock. That wasn't too bad. The trailer got snagged on a tree. I'm going to have to winch it out of there. It's loose. These guys have no shortage of stumps. Let's grab all of these and move on to the next one. Okay, we're going to double load the next two. We'll be hauling max capacity. Let's get the wheels hot. I thought we was going to be able to get it into high, but we won't be able to here. You can get around pretty good here with 5 axles. 3 in the rear and 2 in the front. I think this might be the last mud hole until we come out on the main road. So many roads in this area don't really show up on the map. Yeah, we're going up right here. We're gonna turn left here, and then we'll turn right down at the fuel station. Let's see how good it'll do in high gear. This truck might be the best rock crawler in the world. I probably don't need it, but I'm just gonna stop by here and top off anyways. Oops, I took it from the Don 71. I'll just have to refuel it when I go to use it again. I should have put that up into high gear before I lost momentum. Here's our exit. We've almost made it to the other loads of metal beams. Low plus don't have enough power to pull out. I guess I'll unpack this one and put it onto the trailer, and then get another one on here, set it off, then get another one, and then repack it off. We'll be double loaded on the truck and double loaded on the trailer. It might bounce out of that trailer though, we'll just have to see. That should be good. Now let's grab these two. One more. That should probably hold. Okay, let's get it in. That one on the trailer ain't looking too good. I'll keep going until it starts trying to fall off, and then I'll have to hook it to the crane. We've got to cross the railroad tracks right here. I forgot my anchor down. That would never cross the tracks. So far, so good. There it went. Let's grab that and tuck it onto the back of here. It's getting snagged on that trailer. I'm gonna have to move forward a little bit. That seems to be doing pretty good. I might just drive like this. I forgot my anchor out again. This is an excellent way to haul an extra load of beams. It's been pretty smooth so far. It might be swinging into the rail. As long as we don't go through any tight spaces, this should do just fine. There's a whole lot of stumps. It looks like I'm gonna have to get up on the rail and go through. We just have a metal curb to climb over top of. That wasn't too bad. Let's just take a look at that map again. Now we got to get back on the track again and go on down a little ways. Oops, I got to rehook that. That's the way we had it. Oops, I got to get on the tracks. I might be able to swing it in from here. Almost. We made it through the gap. Here comes a tight one. It snagged. We cleared it. Snagged again. It's caught in a trailer. Let's see if we can clear it this time. I guess I need to pull it out with a winch. Yeah, I'm just delaying the inevitable. That looks sturdier than before. Okay, now we gotta cross back over the tracks. That wasn't too bad. Let's get the wheels hot. We gotta make a sharp right turn. Look at this sturdy looking bridge. Oh, I almost broke the bridge in half. We don't have far to go now. Most other trucks would have already tipped over by now. We came all the way through with high gear. High gear ain't gonna get us anywhere right here, but diff locks might. Maybe low minus. I'm getting pretty low on fuel. I'll just bring that fuel truck up here and pull it out. That's some pretty deep mud up there. The old white Western Star can pull it out. A 500-gallon fuel tank should give us plenty of traction. This truck might be a little bit slow compared to some, but it's still a pretty good truck. It don't like having the differentials locked on the asphalt. They got pretty hot. I did it again. Let's just throw it in the high and get the wheels hot instead. There it is. Let's get this thing turned around. That international Paystar is probably sunk up to the axles with that triple load. I have some pretty good tires on this thing. I can probably get enough traction to pull them out. guess I'd better put some fuel in it first or it ain't going to be able to help. It won't reach from here. Five axles couldn't move it. Let's see if 8 can. The bad part about it is the truck you're pulling can't use diff locks. It's really struggling. It's barely moving. I'm going to get a little bit farther away and try to pull it with a winch. The only reason I was so close is so I could refuel it. I just forgot to drive forward before I hooked it the first time. This should work a whole lot better. I think we're just sliding its axles through that mud. That's a whole lot of weight. This fuel carrier really isn't much counterweight. The winch is us pulling it backwards. The more you drive across this, the worse it seems to get too. If the winch will reach, we might get some traction here. It won't reach. We might get some traction right here. Beautiful. All of that weight has the axles buried in the mud. It's still moving a little bit. It can probably winch itself out now. It couldn't reach them before. I'll just move this thing up out of the way. This should be good. We have plenty of winch points to choose from now. Nope, it's too tippy to pull from that side. If I ever have to use this path much, I'll probably leave the TUS 420 to help the trucks get through it. Of course, it might not be as hard to get through when you're not triple loaded. I guess I'd better attach the crane back to that load so I don't lose it. That's gonna do it. Let's get it in. We're about to do some heavyweight rock crawling. Look at that giant load going over the boulders. This truck is a rock crawler king. We made it. We'll have to offload 2 of these and pack them one at a time. Half of them are turned in. One more. Stage completed. Okay, let's drop this trailer and turn around. We gotta go back to the train station to get those 2 concrete slabs. It's nearly impossible to turn around when you're hooked to one of those sideboard trailers. Well, that made a noise like it hooked up, but it didn't hook up. There we go. It's time to get moving. The differentials got hot. Let's see if we can get the wheels hot. I'm gonna stop here and refuel whether I need it or not. Okay, we're topped off. You should be able to get through here a whole lot easier without 4 loads of metal beams. I'm just gonna hook a winch on it and see if I can go any easier. I guess you just have to swing through here like a gorilla. Absolutely zero traction, and these are the best wheels you can get. We're moving like the speed of a turtle. What would you call that? Turtle head? We're moving like a BM bowel movement. I guess I need a longer winch for this thing. That's the one. We're just gonna have to swing through here like a gorilla. We're finally loose. I was just taking a few refresher courses on swinging like a gorilla. Now we can get the wheels hot. Wait, I gotta look at the map. We almost passed our turn. I should have probably marked it, but it's okay. Now we can get the wheels hot. Here comes that crazy bridge. I can't believe I brought 4 loads of metal beams across that and it didn't break. It looks pretty rickety, but it is solid. I'm gonna look at the map for a second. Okay, we gotta turn left. I thought it was gonna take off in high since it was pointed downhill. We don't have to worry about getting hung up on those poles this time. Oops, I didn't mean to hit the map. I don't really want to pull a trailer through that mud hole. I'm just going to leave the sideboard trailer here and double load this thing. Two of these should be easier to get there than 4 loads of metal beams were. That crane should hold that into place pretty well. That looks pretty solid to me. Let's get this double decker up the hill. I might just rake it against the poles and straighten it up. It worked a little bit. It's a lot straighter than it was before I hit the pole. I might be able to keep it in the high all the way up to the mud hole. Here comes that crazy looking bridge. It was a little bit shaky, but nowhere near as bad as it was when I was pulling 4 loads. Right turn. We have reached the mud hole. Now we have to do the gorilla swing, I guess. I'm going to see if there might be a longer winch than what I'm using. Some of these trees are pretty far apart, and it's hard to winch through this mud hole. It might be a little bit slow, but the gorilla swing works. It's not sinking up to the axles like it did with those 4 loads of metal beams. Of course, only 3 of the loads were sitting on the axles, but it had to pull that other one. It was not nearly as difficult this time. We only have 28 gallons left. I'm just going to top this thing off. Okay, we're almost there. We just got to do a little bit of rock crawling. I think if I just leave it in low, the differentials might not get hot. That's major rock crawling right there. We're about to build a bridge. Okay, let's get that one off the top. We have to turn these in one at a time. Task completed. Railway bridge. Whoa, now we're talking.